Well, after a victory from the Election Commission, the Shinde group has taken over the Shiv Sena's office in the Vidhan Bhavan. Visuals on your screen are of the Shinde group at the Shiv Sena's office in the Vidhan Bhavan, where they met with the Speaker Rahul Narvekar and asked him to hand over the Sena's office that was earlier sealed. So there you have it. Of course, there are other developments in this story. This comes even as the fact that there appears to have been a jolt to the Uddhav Thackeray faction, with the Supreme Court essentially deciding to hear their plea over the essentially holding of this decision by the Election Commission. Now, apart from this, of course, we are also told that the Balasaheb Bhavan has been handed over to the faction that is led by the Chief Minister. Even as this happens, of course, there are continuously sharp divisions that remain, and we are given to understand that Uddhav Thackeray has decided to go to court against the Election Commission's decision to hand over the symbol as well as the name to Ekhnath Shinde's faction. Alicia has been reporting on this. She brings us the latest. Now, Alicia, as far as Uddhav Thackeray's faction is concerned, what are they thinking? How are they looking to proceed?
Well, over the decision that has been given by Election Commission of India of allotting Shiv Sena, that is a party name, and symbol bow and arrow to Ekhnath Shinde's faction. Here is the Uddhav Thackeray faction who already moved the Supreme Court challenging the order of Election Commission. But here is the CGI has clearly mentioned that the name is not mentioned in the list, which is why they have been asked to come tomorrow, because Uddhav Thackeray was actually expecting that the Supreme Court will hear the matter today, because that is what has been mentioned even by his legal team, where the senior advocate Abhishek Manu Singhvi, who appeared for Uddhav Thackeray's faction, who mentioned that they have requested for an urgent hearing, but that does not happen because Chief Justice of India clearly mentioned that his name has not been mentioned in the list, which is why the hearing is going to take place tomorrow, whether they are going to even mention the application file. But on the other hand, there is a development that we have been witnessing, that right after getting the real Shiv Sena name, where Ekhnath Shinde's faction has already reached Vidhan Bhavan, and led by Whip Chief Bhagat Gugavle, who has met Rahul Narvekar, and they also handed over an official letter to Vidhan Bhavan Speaker Rahul Narvekar asking for the possession of the Shiv Sena office in the Legislative Assembly, because that was something sealed during the Assembly, citing the split between the two parties. But now it has officially been handed over to Ekhnath Shinde's faction. And what is also we have been hearing, there could be now the National Executive Working Executive meeting that is going to happen, which will be called in by Chief Minister Ekhnath Shinde. And in this meeting, where the chief of the party leader, that is Shiv Sena party, will be appointed, and that is Ekhnath Shinde is going to be appointed, because earlier we saw that the Uddhav Thackeray was the chief of Shiv Sena party, and that has been maintained even by Ekhnath Shinde's faction after the split, because maintaining and the respect of Balasaheb Thackeray, the decision to continue Uddhav Thackeray as the chief of Shiv Sena party. But his term as the chief of Shiv Sena party has already ended. So now there will be the meeting that will be called in by Chief Minister Ekhnath Shinde, and this meeting will be over the National Executive Working Committee meeting that is going to happen. And not only this, they are also going to decide over the show of strength that is going to happen. They are going to decide the dates to visit Ayodhya, because in the Ayodhya, where what have been told by the sources, that it will be the show of strength that is going to happen in Ayodhya, and all the MLAs and MP along with the workers is going to participate in the same meeting. So they all have been waiting for Ekhnath Shinde, who is right now been taking a stock of the other meetings in the other districts as well. So tomorrow it could be possibility where he will going to call for a meeting. But yes, the office of the Shiv Sena in the Legislative Assembly has been officially handed over to Ekhnath Shinde's faction, who has been known as the real Shiv Sena.
All right, Alicia is bringing us all those details on this. Do stay with us. Let's also quickly go across to Sandeep, who has more news on this now. Sandeep, even as we are told that the Chief Minister's faction takes over, the operative parts of the Shiv Sena as a party in terms of, not just the symbol, but also, places of work that were associated with it. What are you hearing in terms of how is Uddhav Thackeray's faction likely to hit back now?
It is a very important point wherein as Election Commission has already taken a decision in the favor of Ekhnath Shinde, and as he has got the rights of the party as well as the symbol. Now, one of the most important point out here is whether it is party offices across Maharashtra and the bank accounts related to the party will be in fact be given to Ekhnath Shinde faction. But technicalities, there are few technicalities in handing over the bank accounts as well to Shinde faction. That will be something that will be, scrutinized by party members in the party meeting tomorrow by Shinde faction. Apart from that, now, as Alisha had mentioned, that today they have got the rights of the legislative party office out here in Vidhan Bhavan. It will be very much crucial to see what happens of the den of Shiv Sena, which was in fact established by late Bala Saheb Thackeray, that is Shiv Sena Bhavan. Who will stake claim on the Shiv Sena Bhavan, which is located in Mumbai's Dadar. So it will be very much crucial to see how far and how long this fight will go on. But yes, at this point of time, today Ekhnath Shinde faction chief whip Bharat Gogavle, and in fact several other leaders, including Sada Sarvankar and several party leaders, met Rahul Narvekar and in fact claimed the legislative party office in Vidhan Bhavan. It will be very much crucial to see what happens of Shiv Sena Bhavan, what happens to the bank accounts linked to Shiv Sena, what happens to the party offices across Maharashtra. Nupur.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Sandeep, stay with us. Let me go back across to Alisha on this one now. Alisha, how do you see this unfolding? You know, as Sandeep was pointing out, that it's not just the Vidhan Sabha office that is, at the center of this. There will be other things as well.
Well, yes, Nupur, and that decision is to be taken over the meeting that is going to happen in the National Working Committee meeting that is going to happen led by Chief Minister Ekhnath Shinde, where all the MLAs and the MPs are going to be present in this meeting, and not only the office in the Legislative Assembly, but also the office that also belongs to Uddhav Thackeray's camp is what they're going to stake claim, because now it's for the real Shiv Sena, and real Shiv Sena is being recognized to the Ekhnath Shinde's faction is what according to the order of Election Commission of India. But also there is all eyes on the hearing that is going to happen tomorrow, because here the CJI has clearly mentioned that your name has not been listed and it's not been mentioned on the list, so you can come tomorrow. So there could be possibility that Uddhav Thackeray's legal team who is going to go to the CJI, and they are going to mention the application which has been challenging the order of Election Commission of India that mentions that the party name Shiv Sena and symbol bow and arrow will be retained by Ekhnath Shinde's faction. Now we'll see what the Supreme Court will also say. But yes, there is a back-to-back development that we have been witnessing, the series of meetings that has been called, and most likely tomorrow, where the Ekhnath Shinde will be in Mumbai, and he could call for a meeting that will be a National Working Committee meeting, in which not only the office in the Vidhan Bhavan, but as well as the Shakhas which also belongs to Uddhav Thackeray's faction will also be, they will stake claim. So that is the strategy that is going to be decided in the meeting.
All right, Alisha and Sandeep, both of you, thank you for joining us. As our reporters were pointing out, obviously this is going to be a long battle ahead for the Shiv Sena.